We are live. Hello everyone, welcome back to Dryline Racing League for round 11, season 5 at the Brazilian Grand Prix. I'm joined with my co-commentator Saeed, Mr.
Hello.
Skill Issue.
Shut up.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope for the best of races to happen today. My good luck is to all the drivers. I wish them good luck.
Okay, it's a sprint weekend, so we'll have a short quali session, which is 18 minutes. Then we'll have a 12-lap sprint race. Then we'll have a 36-lap main race. And let's see who will come out on top here tonight.
Yes, agreed. So I just had a technical difficulty.
Alright, we have 16 drivers joining us. Originally Formula Cringe will also join us, but he has some issues.
What's your predictions and who do you think is going to win this race and the championship?
It's a penultimate round, which means I feel like KP will close the gap tonight.
Do you think that KP has a chance to win this championship in this race?
Yeah, he's in contention. No, he's not. He's 13 points behind the championship leader, which is his teammate.
That means worst case scenario for Logic. He could get DNF'd, but this I'm not trying to foreshadow anything, but if something happens to Logic, it's KP who's gonna come out on top, regardless.
Yeah, let's not forget Will has an injury on his Achilles, which is his heel. So he will.
Yeah, we wish him a speedy recovery.
So he will.
Yeah, and
have
I think.
Yeah.
And people are getting outside the pits right now.
Yeah, so Will is exiting the pits. So Will has damage limitation on his end because of his injury, but he chose to save his team for the constructors. Which is well, Mike the first one before the championship, man. So Mike on an out lap. Everyone's on an out lap on track.
Brazil is it's a good track to really improve on your lap times, since the track is a combination of really long straights, hard braking zones, and medium speed corners, which means that we can see anyone on top, unless the Red Bulls completely dominate like the rest of the season.
So Mike now starting his lap. Mike sets a 17 flat through sector 1.
We are on board with Will.
51.6 per
He's looking
mic
to
for
start
the
his,
first and middle sector.
he's looking to start his flying lap. He's looking really strong in previous corners. He's gonna get a really good exit. Now let's see what lap he's going to set the following
Mike,
lap.
1 minute
Mike with a 1 minute
8.5.
8.5 for Mercedes.
Muhammad, by the way, put your mic higher.
Is it too loud?
Not solo.
Is this
Episode
better?
V2. Huh?
Is this better?
It's better, but you have to
Any better?
talk.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, thank you for notifying me about that. What a legend.
Leighton
I
goes
take back
P1.
everything I said about you, including the skeleton. Or maybe not. Logic with a 1 minute 8.1.
So it's 4 times the mic. So Formula Filter has now joined. Many on a lap with the 51.8 in the first and middle sector. Let's see what we can do. Many across the
Let's
line, he
take a look
goes
at
P3.
it's Mink. Oh, and he goes P3 in the Haas.
Many P3 in the Haas. Let's watch Jamir since he's the next one to cross the line. Let's see what he can do with the mark. Jamir P8 with a 1 minute 9.0.
Only
We'll go with
about
P2.
8 tenths separating him and mine. His teammate.
We'll go with P2.
Will with a 1 minute 8.2 flat. Only 6 thousandths of a second. 60 thousandths of a second between him and Logic, if I said that correctly. Let's look at Will, who will be starting a flying lap after this complex.
He is?
From what I know.
Yeah, it's probably going back to the pits.
I think so, yes. No, he does not have fuel, so he's probably going back, yes.
Yeah,
That's my
what Formula
bad.
Crunch?
Epic hoping to settle up. But then again, he's probably really low on fuel, so he's gonna pit.
Yeah, Formula Crunch is
Zora
now
out of the pits. He's on an out lap now.
settling up.
He's completely set for this lap. He's going to start the flying lap from what I know.
Let's see what Formula Crunch can do.
Let's look at Zoro in the Alpine. Oh, in the pits. Mechanical failure.
Formula country 51.9.
Formula Kenji with DRS.
I mean, he's won last week in Vegas and he scored a podium in
And he
Portugal as he
sets
goes P5.
P5.
Formula 8.9 for the Aston Martin.
Who are the current championship contenders?
Championship contenders. Let's look at the standings.
Who's in the vicinity to win this race? Who has a possible win at the championship?
So the top 4 drivers, Leighton, KP, Will and Mike, are in the championship fight. Let's watch Fred in the Haas.
KP on a lap.
D9. Fred
Just exited the back straight. Going to sector 2. Or going into sector 3. Looks to be very quick on this. Looks to be very quick on this complex.
Let's watch KP.
On his teammate on the side.
It won 3 for KP.
That looks to be a very good exit from KP. You could possibly get P1. That's my projection.
And KP across the line he goes P1. 1 minute 8 flat.
That's really good. That's really amazing.
So who's on a lap now? Let's see if Will
Logic is also on a lap. He's 5,000th of a second quicker than his teammate. Oh, and Will goes first.
Will.
1 minute 8.83. 0.083.
Less than 10 milliseconds. Way to go, Will.
Zero 0.008 seconds separating them. KP and Will. Logic is on a really good lap.
Reese Thomas across the line, he goes D13. He only improved 1 position. That's not a good lap from the Ferrari. So everyone's diving into the pits.
Looks like it's a part of qualifying that is going to be the entire grid inside the pits.
Can you repeat that?
It's gonna be one of those periods where all of the cars are gonna enter the pits, and we're not gonna see any laps performed for the next few minutes. I just saw the Ferrari just drive through the Red Bull pit crew.
Yeah, it's Will.
The FIA are not happy with that.
So everyone's now into the pits.
Currently leading is Will with a moment 8.083. Behind him is KP with it's just separating 8,000ths of a second. Then logic behind KP.
Renovations during the late 60s with the hope that modern facilities would entice the FIA to host.
Oh, Blanca's outside for outside the pits.
Yeah, Blanc, the lone driver for tonight.
Oh, and Thomas retired.
Yeah, Reese is out. Yeah, there's a Mercedes of Jameer who is exiting the pits.
With that wave of drivers that were in the pits are now leaving. So is Blanc, who's on an outlap. He's warming up his tires, his softs. He's looking for a chance at glory. Blanc on an outlap.
Black now his final lap, I assume. So Blanc is down a tenth on his time. In
Yeah,
sector one.
that could put him in P15, roughly. I'm not willing to do the math, because anything could happen, especially with these drivers.
So Blanc through sector 2 into sector 3, he's significantly down.
Can we see how much? There's DRS open. Where's he gonna chuck the AlphaTauri at? And it's gonna be
Blanc across the line. He improves significantly, but that's not enough. I'm
Yes,
afraid.
that is not enough.
Who's now? Just watch Jameer's advantage.
That was severely underwhelming. I mean, no offense to him.
I mean, he has another lap.
Yes.
That's
But
what
then again, his
Formula
AlphaTauri is significantly slower than the Red Bulls, the Mercedes, Ferraris, McLarens.
It's a lot slower than these cars.
Yeah, he's putting in the effort.
Formula French is improving by
It's good for a lone driver.
Formula French across the line. He invalidates. So that's going to be the end of his qualifying. He stays in P10. Mike
KP with the amazing strategy of just starting the lap just a few seconds before the qualifying ends, so just that he can get the latest possible lap. That gives him an opportunity to hang on to pole if he gets pole.
behind the ball is epic.
He's just slower by 8,000ths of a second. He could gain that any time. Oh, and he's down 40,000ths of a second.
Epic goes P14.
KP could get pole here.
Max on a lap currently 200ths up on start. Let's see if he's eligible to improve ahead of Leighton or Logic or however you want to call him. Mike crossing the line in the Mercedes. He stays at P4.
Where's KP gonna chuck his Red Bull in?
Lion Cookie goes P7.
He gets the DRS. Where is he gonna chuck
No.
his Red Bull? And it's going to be P1
Pole.
for him. 1 minute 7.9.
That's provisional pole
That's a
for
tenth
KP.
quicker than Will, and Will is slightly slower.
Leighton.
Oh, and
P1.
Leighton, logic, stealing KP's pole.
So that's your qualifying, everyone.
Who's currently on a lap?
It's done. Quali is over.
Is it going to be Q1, Q2, Q3?
More than any of the
No, it's a sprint weekend.
and Michael Schumacher.
KP needs to get his stuff together, just to win this championship. You know, he lost pole by around 10th and a half.
The first podium finish in
Now his opportunity comes in the race.
1994 at the Grand Prix. Join us here today at Sao Paulo.
Red Bull has have probably secured the championship.
190
Yeah, they did.
one lap of this iconic circuit.
Yeah, congrats to Red Bull.
As the Sao Paulo circuit sits 800 meters above sea level, the race mechanics have taken out.
Okay, here's the qualifying in Brazil. Leighton P1 with a 1 minute 7.8. Then we have KP, his teammate, his championship rival. Then we have Will in P3. Mike P4. So P4 right now is P4 in the top 4 right now. The qualifying is top 4, the same top 4 in the championship. And then we have Keanu in P5 doing a good job for McLaren. Tim in P6 proving himself in the Alpine. Mink P7, Lankoki P8, Mini, Zoro, Jameer, Cringe, Parsons, Fred, Epic, and Reese Thomas and Blank. So
Looks like many people were pitting for softs 2 or 3 times.
So next up is sprint. We'll race around 12 laps around the Interlagos circuit. Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache.
Amazing.
And let's see
Said, I have a request. Said, I have a request.
what.
Can you just move your mic just a bit far away, because you're ear raping me, to be honest.
Yeah, is it good now?
That's better now.
Great. So let's see the tire strategies for the sprint. So soft is obviously going to be the quicker tire for the start, but they will wear out eventually. So I think it's best to go mediums for the sprint.
And it's one
So-
light. And
It's a formation lap.
it's a formation lap.
Mohammed,
Yes.
you want to do the 5 red lights or should I do it?
It doesn't really matter.
One of us does it in the sprint and the other one does it in the race.
Okay, you do it in the sprint.
Okay.
Logic.
So we have
Looking, he's really under pressure right now because what awaits him in the sprint. And KP is
So-
just warming up his tires.
so it's
Will also has contention at winning this race. Anything could happen in this race.
yeah, everyone is on, the majority are on soft, apart from the front 5, which is Logic, KP, Will, Mike, and Keanu, Lankoki, and Mini, and Fred on medium. And the rest of the grid are on softs. The
Yeah,
softs will be
the current tire, the current favorite tire right now is softs.
so.
It's a tire right now. Everyone's on mediums except for Tim, Mink, Zoro, Jameer, Former Crunch, Parsons. Oh, and Epic is out.
He's for
Reese and Blank.
It looks like Epic and Reese made contact, as per the chat.
Let's look at our pole sitter Logic and his teammate KP, who I think has a better angle.
Okay. Where's the best angle? So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. Here the sprint. KP gets off amazingly and jumps his teammate into turn 1. Then we have Logic has settled in for P2. They make contact, these two.
KP gets a really good start. 4 tenths, 3 tenths, 3.5 tenths between him and Logic. Oh, that gap is closing really quickly.
Perfectly Leighton in the...
What a start from KP.
So Will and Leighton, they go side by side into turn 6. They go. So it looks like the Red Bull will hang on to P2. As Will dives.
Let's take a look at Jameer. Currently trailing behind Chronic and the Haas.
Preston Haas.
When he slightly just hangs onto the curb just a bit longer, and that increases the gap, which does not benefit him in any way. Currently has a slipstream on Chronic.
So
I don't think that's enough for him to make a move here. And KP with a 1 minute 14.7.
Will now on the outside.
Will on the outside.
As Will now.
He also makes a move on Logic. And Logic also goes for the move.
Later it's turn 4.
Will defend. And he does or not. It's a very tight battle between them. They're going side by side into sector 2, into the middle complex. And Logic comes out ahead.
As he dives into the inside of turn 6, turn 8.
Still a far cry from his buddy KP.
They are battling and they will lose to Mike and Piano eventually. And they burnt all their ERS. Leighton's on 32 and Will's on 40. KP's on 77 and Mike's on 90. So Will now...
A whole second between Logic and KP.
Leighton's
KP with 1 minute 9.994.
Bro, Leighton's flashing. He has no ERS.
And he has 8% only. He gets a DRS on his buddy KP. That's not enough for him, as predicted. Especially this track does not have many braking zones. That's why DRS could be really precious here.
It does have mostly braking zones into sector 2.
Yes, but that is not enough to make a significant change. You see, there's only 6% gained from the last straight. Now that's 7%.
So now
he effectively
KP
doubled his amount of ERS drop. He's currently 7 tenths quicker than KP, in terms of the lap. But KP is also really quick. Oh, Will goes for the overtake, and I missed that.
Will now into P2.
That was a really quick overtake. He's into P2. Separating him and Logic by 3 tenths, 2.8 tenths, 2.6 tenths. His gap is ever so slightly closing. And he has DRS, but he does not get the overtake. As he hoped.
One round, turn 1. Back to the lead there.
On Blank is all the way in the back. Logic is trying to make a move. He's trying to crack Will. Will stays resilient. A mental masterclass from Will. He's just setting his eyes on KP, the lead, separating 7 tenths. Logic gets DRS. Closes DRS. And he's gonna get DRS, and he does get DRS. So does Will. The gap between them is slightly closing. That's not enough for Logic to get to make a move. And we go around the center curve and out the exit.
The center exit and into the seal of the lago.
When Logic slightly chokes. Oh, this could be a masterclass from Will. 3 tenths separating them. And KP is losing his pace, and that gap is closing slightly. Only half a second separating them. KP needs to get a
Zoro spun round.
Oh, and Zoro spun around?
That's an utter disaster for the Norwegian driver. As Premier goes for the move into Pico de Bato. As
three-way battle
spun round, it's a disaster for both Alpines. Dave will not like this at all.
Spins. Oh, and Mike goes for the overtake. He goes on the outside.
Mike hand.
And he's into P3.
Mike the Mercedes.
Effectively giving the KP the championship. Looks to be very quick on these corners. There's only about 5 tenths separating them, half a second. And the line cookie gets 3 second lap penalty. You have to turn the... Everyone have 5 lap all tires.
Will now significantly saving his ERS to close up to KP.
Yes, he has a half a tank of ERS. KP is trying to avoid the overtake. He's trying to defend,
and it's epic.
Will gets ERS, and there's only a tenth separating him. He goes off the outside. He does not get the overtake though. And then leaves disqualifies the session. A virtual safety car.
Epic spun into Mergulho, which is turn 11. It's fun. And now Epic's into the pits, Zoro now into the pits. Blanc stays out. It's a safety car. It's going to be a massive game changer. Let's see if the front runners will decide to pit.
Currently, I'm going to look out for Logic, since he's currently in P4, and we can get a very good angle on the front row and title fight.
So KP Nathan holding up the pack. KP is stays out, Will stays out, Mike stays out. The 18, however, stays out. Everyone's staying out. Apart from Tim, who's coming in to the pitch. So Tim, onto a fresh set of soft tires. Adi now.
Tim pits. However, I missed that because I was quickly checking my YouTube replay and checking if my audio is working. Turns out it is.
So now Tim on a fresh set of soft tires. That they will get the upper hand on the restart, but they won't make massive gains. Tim, Zor, and Epic.
I'm not really surprised that there's a safety car. This happens almost all the time.
The safety car will stay out for another lap, I suppose. Unless the back three catch up. The safety car will stay out.
Well, I forgot to write the tier in the title of my stream. So just to clarify, this is tier 1. So what tier is this?
It's D1.
It's D1. Yeah, I just got mind fog. Safety car could be in this lap.
Yeah, it will. Everyone's bunched up.
3 laps left to sprint. This is an opportunity for KP, Will, Mike, Logic. Even the McLaren with Kian. Possibly Formula Cringe. Possibly.
Formula Cringe is on the softs.
Yes, he's on the softs. This gives him an advantage.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car on this lap. KP and Will separating a second between them. We will not see DRS for the duration of this race. Sprint.
What's happening?
On Parson to get the 5-second penalty.
Yeah, fast
Severe
Parson.
collision with
Yeah, no, now on the outside it's a turn 2. He doesn't get it. Ah, Mike spun.
On Mike spun.
Oh.
Devastating. This is quite the good shake-up.
Oh.
When he loses the position to Kian.
Keanu now up to P4.
KP needs to just defend.
Very spun.
On this half spun. Poor traction.
What is happening on the restart here in Brazil? Total chaos.
Well, to some people this was a mistake, but to some it's a lesson learned.
As Mike and Epic make contact. Mike, let's epic through.
And we see the two Red Bulls in Ferrari trying to just get the grab on P1.
And Mike's out.
Logic is trying to benefit by either securing P2 or P3, or P2 or P1 or P2. However, I think he could do it from P3 with the right.
No, get past Brad. Up
Yeah, I'm
to
just focusing
P9.
on the first three. KP needs to defend. KP really needs to defend. I'm not trying to foreshadow anything. But I think Will is probably going to get the overtake on him, and so does Logic. I think... Oh, and Logic spins!
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
That's heartbreaking from Logic.
That's so heartbreaking.
That's going to affect him in the championship.
They have to keep for later.
This effectively gives KP the title.
Yeah, KP will extend the advantage.
Yes, he has the
Will close up
advantage.
the gap.
How many times has KP won a championship?
So KP is a 4-time champion in the league.
In a row.
Yeah.
He's looking for his fifth right now.
He's
gonna
won
make
at
it
the Mercedes
Fangio.
last season.
So far, the only Red Bull who's looking to get the fifth title. I really don't want a Rosberg to happen to KP.
So will Jamir dive? Jamir.
KP is the fan favorite. Like he's most likely to win the championship. As Logic is in P14. It's truly devastating for Logic.
Jamir.
Truly devastating. What position does Logic have to be in order to win the championship? If KP gets first.
So here's the sprint stream.
KP with P1. He got a very good start and managed to defend. But truly a heartbreaking moment for Logic. A truly heartbreaking moment. This could cost him the championship.
So KP wins in the Brazilian sprint. Will P2, Tiano P3 on the podium. P4 Conle Cringe, P5 Mink, P6 Zoro, P7 Jamir, P8 Lucky, P9 Tim, P10 Fred, P11 Mini, P12 Layton, P13 Parsons, P14 Epic, P15 Black, Mike and Reese Thomas, enough. So here's your sprint.
So who do you think is going to win this race?
I'd say KP.
Yes, KP has a really good sprint. As long as he does not get the same treatment as his teammate, he's set. He just has to look out for Will, since he's just right behind him, and has the DRS advantage. I wonder what Logic feels right now.
I mean, it's not the end of the world for him. He could make up places.
Yes, but the odds are against him.
Now it's the formation lap here. Let's see the tires of the drivers. So
Yeah, I see
KP
the
on hard. Everyone, the majority are on hard, apart from Will, Black Hockey, Tim, Nathan, Epic, and Reese Thomas on mediums. So they're looking
yeah
to get
KP
longer.
is looking for a 2-stop or 1-stop, sorry, with 2 sets of tires.
Now they're all going to be on a one stop, I reckon. Unless there's a safety car that can change stuff.
I think the people on hards are trying to do a hard to soft or hard to medium, and for people in medium, I think they're trying to do the medium to soft or medium to hard. And Blank is back, the infamous Blank.
As many left the session.
They're really getting connectivity issues and issues with their skill. And KP, yes, as predicted, hard to medium.
You do the 5 red lights right now.
Yeah, as they're all going lining up for their grid and warming up the tires to just get the grip off the line. Honestly, it's truly devastating for Logic or Leighton.
I mean, it's not the end of the world for him.
Yes, you're correct, but the odds are against him. Especially Will is going to really defend against him. And that is 5 red lights. And away we go. And KP gets a really good start. And he goes on the outside. Oh, and Will gets the inside on him.
And
What a
Will
start
gets
from
a
Will.
lead. From the front, and Piano. It looks like Piano will have the
It's not the
inside.
end of the world for KP. It's not really surprising since he was on the lower tire.
Ah, there's Thunder!
Oh, and Formula Cringe. He also spun the McLaren and the Aston Martin.
They've got heated in the sprint. They got into contact in this sprint and they got into contact in the race. Both drivers will not be happy at each other.
Yeah, that's one experience for the stewards. What are you looking for, Sai?
Will extend the advantage.
One Will with a 1:15.
Nathan gets past Killian.
I said I'm really curious.
What?
Who are you looking for?
My drivers.
I mean, that's the biased answer. Yes, I'm a Mercedes fan too, but currently, I think that KP is going to win the championship.
I mean, he has the upper hand right now.
He's in a Red Bull. He's a talented driver. Logic is in P5 somehow. From last. Let's look at the onboard of Logic. As you can see, currently Logic is grip wrapping. I mean, that's a joke. Logic is really quick. He's a really quick driver. He will with a 1:11.03.
So Jamir
When he goes on the move for
inside.
the Alpine, he goes on the inside.
Jamir gets past
Jamir
Mick.
loses a position just
He gets
behind
past Mick.
Logic. And he goes on the move for to go into 4. What does that put him in the championship?
9.8.
And the Lion is defending like the Lion.
Cookie, the Red Bull reserve driver, who's known to Aston Martin for tonight.
He's putting up a really good fight, especially in an Aston Martin. And somehow Will, 2 seconds leading after 3 laps. KP and Will, and so is KP to Lion Cookie.
Leighton with the DRS on Lion Cookie. But
However, that's not enough for Leighton. He goes through the center curve. He has DRS right now. He can get DRS. Now he gets the DRS. Now he's into P3. He stands on the inside. It's not the end of the world for Logic, as you said. Anyone could become world champion. This could be broken by Logic, or even Will. Well, that's a joke. But honestly, I'm rooting for Pastor Maldonado. Did you agree? There's about 3 seconds separating KP and Will, and that gap is slightly shorter between KP and his teammate. KP is really under pressure right now.
So Tim outbreaks himself and goes wide into Sana S and into the curve at the soul.
And the Lion Cookie is behind Logic. He has DRS.
Yeah.
He's about a tenth quicker than his fast lap. He's currently on ERS through the curve here.
But Parsons goes a bit deep into Laran into 7. Kurva ولا Laranina. Tim dives to Pico de Fato, which is turn 10.
The Lion Cookie gets a very good exit. Like
oh, there's contact! But
and Tim
pushed him off.
Tim is down to P13.
Then he's broken his end plate. Now Mike gets past, but up P8 because
Lion Cookie. He's just hoping to get the DRS.
Many gets 5 seconds.
And Many gets 5 seconds, speeding the pit lane. It's a really common penalty to get for these drivers.
And Jameer into the right of
if they can't change their tires correctly, then who knows what they can do. What a skill.
But is an epic. That's a heated battle between these two.
I mean, let's look at the first 4 or first 5, because all of the other people have skill issues.
What?
Reese gets a 3-second time penalty, as expected. This Ferrari. There's only a second and a half separating Logic and his teammate, but over 4 seconds between Will and KP.
So Will on the mediums, now 4 seconds ahead of KP on the hards. Formula French also fitted. As now Mike, both Mercedes move up a place. Jamir gets past Doro, his former teammate at Ferrari last season, and Mike gets past.
But Logic seems, KP seems to open that gap even more and close the gap between him and Will.
Mike, see the Lago.
What was once What was once 4 seconds is now 3.5, 3.6, 3.7.
3.6.
Stuck around 3.8 now.
The mediums are starting to wear out a bit.
This looks like Logic could lose so many positions due to that potential pit stop. What star we're looking for the mediums country, and somehow the
Heart of who?
currently in P15. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name.
Just call him Mini.
Mini, okay. Mini. In the softs, somehow. And why?
He's going for an aggressive stint, as Mike now gets past Zoro up to P6.
Why am I talking about Mini, bro? He has a skill issue, just like you said.
Shut up! I will kill you!
That's jokes, man. It's just jokes.
So it's now 3.5 between the leading two.
Only about 1.3 seconds separating KP and his teammate.
So Tim now gets past Epic into Junsao, which is turn 12.
And dodging into the Senna curves.
Piano
Gets a very good exit.
past
Somehow completely matches KP's exit. Not gaining or losing time on his straight.
Nathan's blasted that he has under 10% of ERS. Will is on 40 approximately and KP is on 80. So KP is doing the smart work after the top
I wonder
four.
what KP's tire wears compared to Logic's.
The hards are probably like 10-15% and the mediums are 20-25%.
Well, that gives such a big opportunity for KP to defend his position. Especially since this is a 36 lap race.
So now Mike gets past Jamir, team orders at Mercedes, but please let loose through. Now Keanu and Fred are going at it. Keanu will have to lose out of position to the horse into Ferradura, turn 6. So there is a train between P5 and P8 right now. And there's a train between P9, P13. It is a bit close out here. Now the gap is 3 seconds to be exact.
It's looking good for KP right now, but not so much for KP to Will, since that gap is not really closing that much.
Now Jamir gets past his teammate.
Now we're sub 3 seconds now. KP is just ever so slightly quicker than Will, which means Will either has a skill issue or his tires are worn out.
Why do you call everyone a skill issue?
That's right. What happens,
So
happens.
Formula Cringe.
We
Lost
forgot what
out.
Formula Cringe about we forgot that he exists. This is what we call massive skill issue. Especially that pass. They're having their own lobby. And he runs wide. Blank with a 3-second penalty. Multiple warnings. So far 3 drivers have penalties. Let's see what penalties they have.
Blank has
So
3.
Mini has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Reese has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and so does Blank. Looks like everyone's on 11 lap old tires except for Mini, Reese, and Formula Cringe. Now, Mini has 8 seconds worth of penalties.
He does?
Yes.
Wait. Ah, that's a shame.
That's not a shame, that's a skill issue. And Reese goes for the overtake on Mini. And so does Formula Cringe. He gets the DRS and the RS. And he practically steals the DRS, but he does not get the overtake somehow. What a skill issue. Formula Cringe.
So KP is losing a bit of time to win. And his teammate.
But with this pace, I think KP could still win the championship. Or win the race. The reason why I say that is because mediums are not going to last for the entire race. However, hards could possibly last the entire race. Possibly.
As Mini is fun.
What a skill issue, Mini. Pro has a penalty and he's dead last. Next thing you know, he's gonna make an online coffin.
That's a race to forget for the Mexican.
I mean, this could happen. This happened with another Mexican in real life F1, where his seat could go bye bye.
And now he's laughed by the
KP
way.
is rocking a helmet that resembles the Abu Dhabi 2020 Hamilton helmet. It's quite similar to it. It reminds me of it.
The two Mercedes swapping positions again, as they have been doing for the past few laps.
About 1.5 seconds.
My phone's to cheer about to start. And stream 1 sec, I'll go start my phone.
Mini could be the reason why Logic could lose the championship. Or not.
As he lets him.
Yes. Anything could happen in this race. Anything could happen. Another penalty for the Gringo himself and DNFs. The Gringo DNFs. Honestly, shocker. I mean, no hate to the Gringo.
Many now out the race. That's a race to forget for him.
Indeed.
As now Mick gets past Zoro. Zoro's losing a bit of time. As now Zoro into turn 6 on the outside. He backs off, which is the smartest option. Will Zoro go first to turn 8? No, he doesn't. Now it's 2 seconds separate. Mike and Rick. Hello, Josh.
And Josh,
Hello, what lap are you
about-
guys on?
Sorry.
Lap 15
What's up?
Out
We're
of
lap
what?
15 right now.
out of 36.
Alright, invite me and I'll do some commentary with you lot. If that's
Yeah,
alright.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, cheers.
The Mercedes swapping positions again. Now Zoro gets past Mint up to P7.
Logic has made up so much ground.
He's now 1.2 behind his teammate.
Yeah, they started the race, he was dead last.
Hold on
You
guys,
wanna-
let me sort out my settings and then I'll go on my way.
Yeah, sure.
You don't need to say, by the way. We both are streaming.
Yeah, I'm the best in it. Right. Who are we watching then?
I'm watching Mink, the McLaren.
I'm watching
and
KP
Zoro
right
goes,
now.
Zoro makes a mistake. By going
Oh,
on the
wait,
ground.
wait, wait. Mink's going down the inside of the Alpine. He's got DRS. He's going down the inside,
And
down
Mink-
the main straight into the ZRSs.
Mink with
He's
the
ahead
overtake.
of the Alpine. As the Alpine's trying to fight back into the ZRSs, he cannot get through now. As the Alpine will get another dose of DRS through the Retro Aposta into Selena Delago. Now, let's see
Yeah.
if the Alpine can try and get back ahead. Depending on the downforce of that Alpine into Selena Delago, and he won't be able to do it in time.
Tim into the Rata Posta and into the Steno de Lago.
And there's also another battle between Chronic, Kyan and Tim.
Yeah, Keanu, Fred, and Tim.
Yeah, as they head through Piradora, now into the next right-hander.
Mostly the people in the mediums have an interesting stuff.
Yeah, they are.
What is everyone's tyres?
Currently everyone's on hard except for Will, Logic, Denan Cookie, Tim.
To be fair,
Epic
KP is
and
catching
Formula
up by about. KP is catching up by about 3/10 a lap on Will, so Will is suffering on those tyres. Jamie, the two Mercedes are fighting it through the Retro Aposta now. They're going to be on the DRS. How far behind is Jamie to get ahead of his teammate? He won't be able to do it this occasion. As there is another battle between the Alpine and the McLaren. This is Selena Delago. The Alpine is ahead of the McLaren again. Chronic and Tim are also on a battle. They're about a couple car lengths behind. They're also -10 on the ERS. As Aston Martin, Brees and Formula Cringe is going wheel to wheel into the centre S's. The Aston Martin gets ahead and he's Aston oversteer and he is crushed. That's going to be a safety
He's
car.
out. Yeah, that's a safety
Safety
car.
car is out. So this is good on Will. In case of his tyres, he could box for softs and go on for the rest of this race, in my opinion. Or he might go in another set of mediums. Let's
could
see
go on
what Will could do. What tyres did he start on?
He's on mediums.
He started on mediums.
Yes, he's on mediums right now.
Still box behind.
Yeah, and Logic is currently first because
He's boxing
Will,
for into.
KP and the Aston of Lagging
Wait.
Everyone's pitting
Wait,
except for
wait.
Logic. Will's pitted for
Wait.
Inters.
Yeah. Is there rain possibly coming on the forecast? This
KP
is
gets a
confusing.
quick
Chronic has a
pit stop.
5-second
He pits for
penalty.
mediums.
Blanc has a drive-through penalty for speeding
What's a
under the
double
safety
stop for
car.
Mercedes?
Wait, I'm really confused on this because into
We lose some time.
is it gonna rain?
Yeah,
Is the injury hurting Will that much that he did a Ferrari strategy?
This looks like it's the case.
I mean, it's still dry.
Where does that put KP in the championship? Or where does that put Logic in the championship?
This is confusing because unless he's got a boxer game, unless he's accidentally put on the into.
I mean, it could be raining because it's
He
overcast.
does
right
look
now.
a bit, yeah.
So we'll let him put it.
So let's see what Logic goes on.
Mike
If
puts
he
it
gets the
in.
undercut.
He's going on inters as well. So is it spitting down at the pit lane?
Yeah, Mike's on enters now.
Yeah, everyone's boxing for inters. It is raining, guys.
I think
So
it's
what
too
is
early to
everyone
spit
doing
for
on those
inters.
inters?
You don't know where this race is going. You don't know if it's gonna rain or not. From the looks of it, it is probably.
Well, I can't see anything on board. There's no spitting rain.
Yeah, there's no like. Let's have a look at the Mercedes. Yeah, because the car is
So
it's easy to spot. No,
Reese
there
is
isn't
back in
anything.
contention in this race because he was far behind.
That's one strategy
I'm-
that Logic probably messed up, and that's going to cost him the championship.
Who's the leader of the championship?
Logic.
So
This could
what's he
put
doing in the
KP in
championship?
the championship.
KP won the sprint and Logic scored no points in the sprint. As it stands, KP will be the championship leader. Heading to above.
But we know that Red Bull secured the championship.
Yeah, they just. But Portis is in and Black is in, so the two occupiers are in for the Inters.
So what are they boxing for? I'm assuming a pair of inters because of what everyone else is doing. So it's
Yeah,
going to be a
it's-
double stack. It is inters. So it's a double stack for AlphaTauri here. Parsons and Blank both pitting. It is for a set of inters, so I'm trying to check on board because there's. Yes, there is rain. There is rain. I see on board. So
Yes, I do.
who else? Will, Logic, Epic, Mike, Cayenne, Reese, Parsons and Blank have all done the right strategy here. Boxing for inters over the safe squad because they knew rain was coming. KP, Lion Zero, Mink, Jamie, Chronic, Tim hasn't boxed, but they are going to be on the wrong sides. They would need to box. They'll be at the back of the grid at this restart because of the rain forming down. The saves car might come in this lap, but this is good for Will on his championship run. Intermediates in Brazil, in Interlagos. Is the safety car in this lap? No, it isn't. It's going to be another lap on the safety car.
It is.
Oh, it is in this lap. So, confusion here for tyre sorts, but it isn't inters yet. So KP might get an advantage here on Will, get a nice gap, possibly fall over the overcut here on Will. So what could happen here is going to be Ferrari, Red Bull, Aston Martin at the moment. Logic is up there, the championship leader, boxing for inters. Will's trying to last it for long, so it goes into inters, so he has the best type of opportunity. KP might need to box now for intermediates. When is Will going to go? He doesn't want to switch in them lot down the pit straight. And let's see, before the DLRL is, when is Will going to go? He's gonna go now. No, he isn't. Now he is. And
What a
KP
restart
is on the
He's an
side of
amazing
him.
start.
He's
Into
gonna
the
go
center
wheel to wheel
curves.
instead of Resses,
But he gets
and
the
he won't be
outside
able
though.
to.
He's trying to.
KP gets a better exit into the Rata Aposta.
But the
Amazing
thing
exit
is,
from
when
KP.
is it enters?
He gets a
Because
slipstream and he
KP's
gets a
out all over the
slipstream. Now
back
he's
of
on the outside.
wheel to wheel now. KP round the outside. They touch minor into Selena Delago. KP's trying to wrap it round the outside. He
Looking for
won't
the
be able
switchback.
to. And now into Ferradura now. It is intermediate. You can see the wet patches on the ground.
As now Zoro on the inside gets
Duran
past
cooking
line
again.
30.
3-second time penalty.
So when is KP going to box for those intermediate ties? Because Will is now flying ahead now. I don't think KP is going to catch up to Will now because it is definitely intermediate. So I don't think the spray's coming out just yet, but I know it's not intermediate.
Talking about penalties,
It is.
currently Duran cooking has 3 seconds. Kronk has 5 seconds. Reese has 3 seconds and Blank has 5.
As now we go down the main straight. Linus going ahead of Zoro again. And now Zoro's going to be in danger of Jamie now.
KP
Here we go.
goes
They're
into the
both.
pits.
They're all going to
Heading
pit.
for inters.
Zoro has stayed out. Jamie has stayed out. Mink has stayed out. And now these three are going to be in loads of trouble. Will now is just going to fly ahead here. I think Will is now comfortable because of that pass that has a 5-second time penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. I don't know if he's changing his front wing or something. Let's see in a second. It is a new front wing. He crushed.
For who?
I don't know. I think he just spun and crashed on himself.
Mike. Yeah, gets.
Yeah, Logic goes on the inside, I think.
Yeah, it is definitely into. So all them slick runners now are in danger. Logic now is all over the back of that Alpine. He might go down the inside before John Sao. He will go down the inside before John Sao. And the Red Bull is now into second place. But Zoro is going to try and fight back here into John Sao now. And he won't be able to get through. As Luna has a 4-second advantage here. Zoro, Jamie, Mike. Zoro and Mike might pit now. They aren't pitting, they're staying to the end of the race. And no, Zoro's the only one that hasn't pit yet. He's going wheel to wheel with Mike now into the center rest as we go, and he is totally ahead of Zoro. Now Zoro is in danger of Reese, who actually was last before the safety car, is now all the way to 5th. He might catch a 4th place running now. Going down the inside of the Retro Aposta. Well before the Selena Delago, he is ahead. And Zoro is suffering on the slicks because that Alfa Romeo is all over that Alpine. He is struggling on the rear. Epic now is going to go down the inside into Ferrador. What a move. Bravery from the Alfa Romeo. And he is going so slowly that either Cayenne is going to go down the inside of that Alpine. Now, who's next to overtake the Alpine? Looks like Cayenne's teammate Mink as well. Jamie is still on 6. He is suffering like hell at the moment.
Yeah, he's probably.
Oh, and he spun. Yeah, he is suffering. He needs to box for those new inters. And he has crashed into the wall, so he needs a new front wing for that as well. Zoro now is going into the exit of John Sao now. He should box this lap. As Jamie is suffering those slicks. He's now down to 14th. And yeah, Zoro is pissed. No, he isn't. So, Zoro thinking it's gonna dry up in Interlagos. He's staying on those slicks.
What's the forecast looking like for the rest of the race?
I actually don't know. We can't see the forecast. But
Sorry,
Jamie has
prediction.
a 5-second time penalty speeding in the pit lane.
So KP now
It's P8.
goes on the outside of turn 10.
He made up so much ground.
And
Yeah, you can see KP at the exit of John Stow now down the main straight. He's going to go down the inside of his championship team. I'm joking. Making a super clean move down my championship rival Jam Pancake. Oh, was that not funny, guys? Guys, you're meant to laugh. Anyways, the update here, Logic is 3.2 seconds behind Will. He's gaining some time on Will, about a 10th of lap. Passing us another 5-second time on for speeding the pit. I don't know why he's pitting again. He's retired, yeah, he's retired. Jamie is on a
this has 3 seconds. KP has 8 seconds.
Zorro is now getting overtaken by Lion. Oh, he was good. She's going to go get overtaken. He's gone a bit wide. Now the Aston Martin has his teammates spun round. The Aston Martin going to run the outside. He's pushed into the grass. The Aston Martin is still trying to go for the move. That will be a legal overtake, so he has to give that back. But Zorro's now going to go down the inside as he's gone a bit too deep into the corner. Now it's wheel to wheel, the Aston Martin, and the Aston Martin is definitely ahead because he's on the right tyre choice. But Tim did spin. And he is now down to 11th. He's trying to chase after Mink, who's on the mediums. So now Mink is going to go dancing on the outside. Tim's going to go down the inside into the complex. Is Tim going to box? Mink on the box? No, he won't. Zorro's still not boxing us, so he's in ninth place at the moment. So now it's between the two Alpine teammates. You know what happened in real life Formula 1 with the Alpine teammates, Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso in 2022. They had a bit of curfew going on there. But now into the retro apostle. Now he's going to go down the inside. Tim is on Zorro, and now but well before Selena Delago, he is well ahead of his teammate that was about behind between Minx and Blanc. Blanc is going to go dancing down the inside into Selena Delago, and he gets P11.
Zorro and Mink will lose a lot of time eventually.
Yeah, they're well on the wrong tyre choice. This is stupid by the McLaren and the Alpine drivers. Cayenne is chasing after Reese here.
For a good finish again.
I don't know why he's in the Ferrari. He's too slow to be in a Ferrari. Because look how fast a McLaren chases after the second fastest car in the game, a Ferrari. And McLaren's like the 5th fastest.
Black's got past Zorro. They're losing a lot of time right now.
I'm watching this battle because Cayenne is all over the back of that Ferrari now. Reese is going to defend the inside line. He's going to go round the outside into Selena Delago. And round the outside, Cayenne gets past Reese by Selena Delago. And he is up to P4. Yes, that is true. KP has gone past Epic. Zorro is now being overtaken by Chronic. Chronic's trying to get past Blanc now into Selena to be able to do it on this occasion here. Zorro is looking at this battle. He's too slow though for it. Mink also behind.
Outside, but doesn't.
He made him move up on the outside of Furadora.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's a nice move by the Haas driver there.
Let's go Team Haas.
Reese is suffering on those intermediate tyres. I don't think these things are suitable for him. Might as well
Is it
Only
right?
about 9/10 separating him and KPN.
It's not raining no more, guys. So, is Zorro and Mink in the right tyres now? Are they going to move up to first and second?
No,
Could this be a surprise win?
That's over-exaggeration.
Black is now pitted.
Blunt is pitting and he's almost crashed into the pit.
He's done a Geronte Ambrosio.
Temporary.
Jamie is sliding all over the place. DRS is enabled. It is time for slicks again, lads. So Zorro and Mink are gonna make amazing time up. Is Will gonna box for those slick tyres now? He might box for softs. It is the time for softs. You can get those softs done. So Will heading through John Stour now into the pit straight. He will be boxing this lap promote. Probably into Lagos. Always bringing drama. Late, early, middle of the race. Logic stays out, so he'll be suffering on those intermediate tyres, but he thinks he can stay off Will for the next 6 laps. But Will is going to box for the soft compound tyres. He was listening to me. Mike might also box for the soft compound tyres. Let's see if he'll do that. Cayenne gets a 5-second time penalty. Reese also gets a 5-second time penalty. So everyone is boxing for those soft compound tyres. Reese is boxing for the soft compound tyres as well.
KP with 8 seconds worth of penalties.
I know why KP
is really going to cost him the championship.
So who is staying out? So Zoro and Mink are making up ground in this. He's got to go around the outside of Reese. Can he get some moves done by Reese? He will get some moves done by Reese. With Cayenne being in front of him, so the ground that the Alpine, the ground that the Alpine and the McLaren made, that is the max they can do. They are on old compound tyres as well, knowing the fact. So Reese on the soft compound tyres will most probably get past him pretty easily here, as they head into the right-hander now.
Yeah, as Fred, you make a start up.
Logic gets a 5-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane. And Logic is also going to box for those soft compound tyres. So let's see where Will is. He's down at the main straight right now. KP is pushy, so he's going to be a double stack for the Red Bull team now. As Will take... KP gets one as well. As Logic is heading down the pit lane and Will is into the lead again off the race.
What's that going to be? That's going to be soft for KP. It's going to be the 5-lap shootout that he needs. He's now down to P9.
So the ground that Mink and Zoro are going to have a battle here. They are having a battle into Selena Delago. Zoro stays ahead of Mink, but he has a bit of oversteer, and Mink is going to go down the inside before Ferradura now, and Mink is ahead as Zoro goes extremely wide, but they can't afford to fight, because the 8-second time penalty and the 5-second time penalty, they can move up to 4th and 5th right now. Hey, sorry, do you want to practice after this for tomorrow? Because I haven't practiced that all.
Yeah,
as it's a three-way battle for P6 and I mean Mink, Zoro and Epic. Epic obviously on the soft combat tyres. Epic is gonna go and try and move down the inside of Zoro at the main straight, but the second box says now DRS wide open for him as Zoro also has DRS. Is the Alfa Romeo going to go for a dancing move down the inside? Yes, he will! Oh, yes, please, Epic. Give us some action, but they also touch. Like Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Epic goes on to the grass now. Zoro is now going to go wheel to wheel with Epic into Selena Delago now. They both have DRS. Epic is ahead, but Epic is going to try and go dancing down the inside. Can he get the inside move done? They're going to go wheel to wheel into Ferradura now. Who's going to get the last the outside line of Epic? Can he make it work round the outside? No, he won't. Yes, he will. He's still trying to go for it. Epic has a 3-second time penalty. That will be removed for that because he did get pushed wide. But now he's going down the inside. What a move by Epic. But Zoro is still fighting back. KP is in this fight as well. What a fight. 4-way battle just for P7. As now Epic is going to go down the inside at the exit of John Stour now.
10.4.
Zoro won't get DRS, so he'll be a city duck, but the Red Bull is on the back of that Alfa Romeo now. Let's see what will happen down this space straight. There's going to be a lot happening down this space straight. They're going to go wheel to wheel, Epic and the Red Bull. And now KP double overtake into the Cenareses. It takes it into P7. Wow. Now Zoro also gets overtaken. Zora gets overtaken
about
by
9
Epic.
tenths
Zora and
between them.
Lion is going to go wheel to wheel through the retro imposter now into Selena Delago. Zora has lost about 4 places in a matter of about 3 corners. What a move though by KP. Right,
3
penalties,
laps left.
don't forget that, so he'll move up rapidly.
That could be sensitive.
Mick is hanging on for dear life with these 14 lap old mediums.
Epic.
Epic goes wide, Zora slides through, Tim also slides through Epic. I think there was a bit of kerfuffle
KP
there
trying
with
to go for
Lion
the
and
switch
Epic.
back on the
But
outside.
Epic is going to go down the inside, the
Through goes Epic.
Logic with the woman at 10.
Through goes
Sorry, yeah,
Epic.
that is move of the century. I'm saving that. Down the inside of
What a
2
move from Antonio,
Alpine
man.
just before John Sao. As now he will be suffering because of the he doesn't have
KP
DRS.
into
So
P6.
Tim is gonna get the move done. He's also but Epic's gonna go down the inside of the ZRSs. This battle is probably the
there's
best
some
battle we've had. As
Epic and Zoro.
Epic again goes over the rumble off the runoff area. He's still ahead of Zoro. As now Zoro is gonna go wheel to wheel into Selena Delago. Now they're gonna go wheel to wheel into Selena Delago. This is for 1 point in the World Championship race. And KP, I forgot about that. He made the move on Mink. Lion, I think he's going to go down the inside here. Also, if Logic gets second, he gets the championship. Oh, Lion, he's going to go around the outside here of Mink. Can he make the move done? He's going to stick it around the outside into John Sao now. As they're going to go wheel to wheel through John Sao now. Who's going to be last on the break?
And that quickly moves up to P7 in John Sao.
As we have 2
KP, 1 minute
racing
10
laps left. Here we go. Mink is trying to make a move. Tim is also in part of it. Zoro and Epic are also going to go wheel to wheel possibly soon into the retro imposter now. Zoro has got the straight line ability. He has DRS. Epic is going to try and move down, trying to defend the outside line. Zoro's going to go around the outside. He's disabled his DRS there, and he still won't be able to get past Epic. Who's doing the race win for Will, by the way?
I will.
Okay. Logic trying to set the fastest lap. He's only 2 tenths down from his lap there. Mike is 7 tenths down from his lap. So let's see, last lap. This is between Zoro and KP. 7 tenths. Mink and Tim are also going for it because I'm going to look at Mink and Tim, but I look at Tim and Zoro. So let's see what happens here.
KP just trailing behind the Ferrari. Only about 9-10 seconds separating him.
Oh, you just... Yeah, what is happy to...
He has the RS right now.
So...
He could possibly overtake him on the straight. If KP gets his stuff together.
Here comes Zoro right now. Zoro is going to try and make a move into Selena Delago. He won't be able to. Mink is also trying to defend
KP just
against him, but he couldn't.
slightly gaining on the Ferrari behind him, in front of him.
Will
Zoro tries...
across the line. Will
Only
wins in Brazil.
Only about 2 tenths separating them.
Then we have Nathan who crossed the line P2. But will drop behind Mike who will finish at P2. From P16 on the grid.
Oh! Epic spun! Oh no!
Oh, an epic spun!
He tried making a move on Zoro, and he spun and he crashed, and that is P10 gone on the last lap.
On the...
What
Where does KP go?
disappointment!
KP goes to P6.
P7.
P7.
I feel so bad for Epic. That double overtake on the Alpines. He is a fierce driver, but he just couldn't handle the traction, and he spun, and Chronix also crashed down.
Birds out.
Well, that's P1 for Will. What a domination.
has Logic got the championship then? Or has Logic got the championship? Okay. I'll be back, guys. Sorry, they'll set up the lobby now. Actually, you can set it up, but then just invite me up.
As Jameer crashes onto the main straight. So that's your
Brazilian Grand Prix. Who's currently P1 in the championship? Did Logic secure his championship?
okay. Well, Will wins in Brazil. Mike Costellan P2.
He just did the Felipe Massa.
Leighton P3. Keanu P4. Mink P5. Lankoki P6. KP P7. Then we have Reese Thomas at P8. Zoro P9. Tim P10. Blank P11. Jameer P12. Fred P13. And Epic P14. Fred Parsons from the Cringe and Mini. Rounding out the top. Rounding out the grid. So that's your race in Brazil. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Let's look at how many stops these drivers did. Most of them are started on slicks and then went to inters, then back to slicks. However, Zoro and Mink, they stand out because they were on slicks the whole time, and that severely benefited them. As long also with the Formula Cringe, but he DNF'd. Where does that put
You guys still streaming?
Yeah,
streaming?
I am.
Where does that put Logic in the championship? Does that secure his title?
I don't think so. I'll wait. I'll see. KP won the sprint in Interlagos, so he gains 8 points. Leighton, however, DNFs the sprint. He didn't DNF, but he finished outside the points. So that's 5 points separate them. KP will still be 13 points behind Leighton.
What are you doing now then?
Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed tonight's race.
But aren't we getting an interview with P2 and P3?
I don't think we could.
Well, that's really tough.
You bush camper bitch. Why are you still vaping on my vape when it's burnt?
Because I want a vape.
Maybe use my vape. I don't think.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Sure, buddy.
You know, one part of my body part is a vape. You do know that. Nothing.
Who's
Bro, I'm
your...
streaming, bro. I'm streaming. Chill.
Just
Enjoy
one
the
body
stream
part
tonight.
is a vape
And
for me.
we're signing off.
You can use
And
my
that's
body.
and that's the end of the stream. Signing off. Cut.